Welcome back to the new game review, and today we have the Realm of Ink. Given its ridiculous levels of popularity and overwhelmingly positive critical reception, Roguelite genre Giants Hates hasn't seen as many shameless copycat spin-offs as I would expected, or lacked, by this point 4 years after its release. And no hates, it doesn't count. But Realm of Ink does. Dive into this 4-act, 9-boss, button-mashing descent through the stylized Eastern bedsheety monkey world of sorts that's governed by the Bookkeeper, a destiny-determining entity that dictates the fates of all via ink on his page. The gameplay loop. You play as Red. Get it? Red like read book? No, you have never done that. Who decided she doesn't care of an old bookkeeper or his book of fates, and only by waging war of his heavy bosses will she be able to break free of his realm to write her own story. Easier said than done. Red will face dozens of enemy types en route to the Book of Keeper, but she won't do it alone, for in addition to a number of supporting side characters we'll unpack in a second, Red has Momo, your adorable little Pikachu ink get body that evolves depending on the two types of sync skills you have selected. These powerful abilities mirror to the God-given boons from Hades in that A. You receive them at the end of the levels, and B. They completely transform so that you will go about the combat. We're talking about the skill shots. Head-seeking poison darts, waves of enemies swallowing vines. There are 22 ink skills in total with the 4 tiers each, meaning both Red and Momo can go through dozens of transformations in a single run. My personal favorite and ultimately game-winning combo involved linking together area of effect magic circles that apply burning to foes and shields to me. As with Hades, clear a room in the Realm of Ink and you'll get a reward, then a choice between the next type of room and reward you will next to enter to receive. Die, however, and as with all roguelites, it's back to the beginning, which isn't so bad, as in Realm of Ink. Death means returning to the warm bowels and the friendless folk spirit that regurgitates your inky essence into the folk's den, a hotel filled with electric merchants that you'll occasionally meet on the road and right before every boss fight. After leveling up your ink spells, buying a new buff, bestowing items and stuffing your face full of zooms in one of the game's more, ahem, taunting your vendors, big hot juicy, health regenerating Chinese dishes. You'll go battle with the multi-push boss patty, then advance to the game's next act. But while all the Hades pieces are here and primed for roguelite fun, does this tried and true formula translate well from the underworld to fantasy China? So, my opinion is short of a view in my opinion, hiccups, yes, emphatically so when it comes to the combat. So, now about the good. Realm of Inks' fast-paced combat system is awesome from start to finish, both technically in that the controls and the telegraphing feel good, and conceptually because it truly rewards experimentation. I'd often start runs feeling iffy at the best about my current ink spells and perks, only to level up them and win up having my most successful run to date. But perhaps the best part in each time you fail on boss, you receive a special currency you can exchange for a brand new weapon sets, 9 in total currently, that includes Thieves, Throwing Styles, Bomb and more. Between these different forms of Red and the game's variety of skill and perks, each run felt fresh to me, and death never really mattered because it was a chance to pump points into my persistent skill tree, which in turn made each run a little easier. That came in handy after getting handed with my own ass multiple times by the game's second boss. In general, the boss fights are fun with interesting movesets that can take a round or 3 get too used to it. However, later fights get visually chaotic to almost alchematic levels such that you can't really route floors, telegraphs anymore and just have to particularly dodge the spam. But with this many boss fights, on day 1 of early access consider me impressed nonetheless. Now about the rest. Almost everything else in Realm of Ink is serviceable, save for its story, plot, characters and dialogue. The game only supports about 60% of the voice acting right now, and what's here tends to be either over the top of a little lifeless looking at you rat. But that I can mostly forgive. What I can show is underteasing and unsympathetic Red is a protagonist. Her current motivation for waging war on the bookkeeper is simply, I don't want him to control my fate, which is fine sentiment I suppose, but feels hollow when Red fails to elaborate on her own plans and how they differ from what the bookkeeper had in store for her. And for 15 bucks, consider me impressed by the value it poses to Roguelite enthusiasts such as myself. I'm giving Realm of Ink a solid subject to change aggregate mega score 3.5 out of 5. Full scrolling background from plot to sound available in the video form. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have about this game in my review. So let me know in the comments, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Bye.